What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of S2S, Something to Say. I'm Indio.
And I'm Shelli.
And we're here in Van Cortlandt Park in the Bronx, and we definitely got to talk about the NFL playoffs.
Let's look at the first game. The Green Bay Packers hosting the New York Giants this year, and the Giants are really having a miraculous season, a miracle season, if you want to call it. But they're going to have to overcome a lot. The Green Bay Packers, they've got the 17-year Brett Favre. They've got Lambeau Field where they're 15-2 there in playoff history. But I think it is possible for the Giants to beat the Packers. But the three main things that they're going to have to do in order to beat the Packers is first start off where they left off in Dallas, their defense. It's huge. And the number one guy that the Giants have to stop for Green Bay is Ryan Grant. Since week 8 in the NFL, he has rushed for over 1,100 yards, leading the NFL. I mean, that's ridiculous. Yeah. I mean, you got to stop that guy.
Definitely. I mean, Grant is going to be that player, that X factor in the game. I mean, it's going to be 14 probably in the field at Lambeau Field, and weather will play a part. But with the Green Bay Packers, with such a great record at home, I mean, you might think that there's nothing that can stop them, but it's going to be the Giants' defense that's going to stop them. I mean, you have to keep Brett Favre out his game, although he's not going to make the mistakes like Tony Romo made in the last game against the Giants. They're going to have to force him to make plays, and if they do that, and Eli Manning stays on top of his game and has a good outing and gets his completions when he should, and the running game for the Giants is established with Jacobs and Bradshaw coming in here and there to provide that spark, they have a chance of pulling it out. Historically, the Giants are 4-0 in NFC Championship games, but against the Green Bay Packers, they're 1-4 in the playoffs. So we'll have to see which of the numbers holds true.
Let's see what Giant team is going to show up. And I think the big thing that the Giants have that nobody really has right now. Sure, you can look at the New England Patriots and say, oh, they're a perfect 16-0, looking to create history in the NFL. But they have the X factor. They are the hot team right now, and it's all about momentum in every sport that you play. And the Giants have that right now. And at 8-9 consecutive road wins going on. I mean, ever since that Patriot game towards the end of the season, they've really turned things around. Even though they lost, it was just a short loss by a few points. I mean, they've been untouchable, and they've proven that. They've been here when nobody expected them to be here, and it's going to be a great game to watch. I'm excited. Moving towards the perfect New England Patriots, where they will host the surprisingly San Diego Chargers. And San Diego is a team that forces plays. They force fumbles. They force turnovers. They led the league in 27 turnovers, but contrary to the New England Patriots, they're the team that doesn't make those turnovers. Tom Brady's not going to make the same mistakes that the Indianapolis Colts made last week. They've allowed 15 turnovers all season long, the 5th lowest in NFL history, and it's going to be tough. They've got their quarterback, Philip Rivers hurt. They've got LT hurt, and then Antonio Gates still lingering on with that injury. Yeah,
I mean, the Chargers are not playing at 100%, and then on the flip side, you have the Patriots, who pretty much have a whole team that are Pro Bowlers.
Right, absolutely. And as we wrap up this little preview of the playoffs, I can't help but not let one thing go. I thought for sure Hillary Clinton last week got the Best Actress Award for her little debacle in New Hampshire, but T.O., small quarterback, man, you definitely. And the Oscar goes to Terrell Owens. Congratulations, man, because what a show for the press, huh?
Yeah, that was definitely a surprising show with Terrell Owens, sunglasses on like he's P. Diddy, and chandelier earrings like he's R. Kelly.
I couldn't tell if I was looking at Shaft or T.O.
It was pretty funny watching him, but he's passionate about the game, and he's a guy that has uncanny recovery time, and he recovered from his high ankle sprain and came back and played a game. He had no excuses to give, although he felt that they were the better team, but they lost. And sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles. And he was emotional about his quarterback, with the whole Jessica Simpson jinx and all that good stuff. But he's Tony Romo is the leader of the team, but you have 11 guys that are on the offense and 11 guys on the defense. 22 guys total that go out there and they play their hearts out, and that's not including the reserves that come in and make the plays like they should. So The Cowboys unfortunately lost this one, and the Giants won. The Giants are 1-0 against the Dallas Cowboys in the playoffs. This was the first time they ever met in the playoffs.
Right.
And despite the 0-2 record for the Giants in the regular season against the Cowboys, that really didn't matter because in the playoffs it mattered when the most, and they got the W.
Absolutely. And all kidding aside, in the whole Jessica Simpson, Tony Romo debacle, I mean, anybody in their right mind is not going to blame his little trip to Cabo. I mean, that's just ridiculous.
Right.
The media blew it up yet again. And, Terrell Owens, he may have won the Academy Award for Best Actor, but, back off. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Get over it. He just didn't show up. It has nothing to do with spending the weekend in Cabo. Can a man take a vacation? So, but it should be exciting to see.
Well, there you have it, folks. Another edition of Something to Say S2S. But before we go, I'd like to give my congratulations to Bobby Jindal. Bobby Jindal was sworn in on January 14th as Louisiana governor. Governor Jindal becomes the first elected Indian American chief executive, the youngest sitting governor at age 36, and the first non-white governor in the state since Reconstruction. Now, kids, if you don't know what Reconstruction is, I think you need to look it up. It's a very long time ago. So my congratulations out to him and, his historic feat. So let's continue the historic trend in November, of course, of this year when we pick in our next president.
Absolutely. Congratulations from all of us at S2S. I'm Shelly Jackson.
And I'm Indio, signing out.
Take care.